City of London, the global money laundering capital of the world. I didn't say it. An article in The Independent appeared in 2015 that stated this, and I'm going to give you a link to that article and many other links, and you are welcome to take a look at it, because this whole problem of shadow banking and traditional banking and so on and so forth, everything started after the 2008 crisis, and how that has led to money laundering, and what the connection of Mexico is to all this, and how United Kingdom ignored all this is captured in this infograph based monologue. And a request to all of you to please like, share, subscribe, follow, as the case may be. Here we go. London's dirty secret. How the City of London became the undisputed global money laundering capital for the international drug trade. So the heart and the head. So this is the article that I'm going to quote from The Independent that appeared in 2015. Crime expert Roberto Saviano highlights a grim reality. While Mexico acts as the heart of the drug trade processing, London operates as the head, processing the illicit finances. Remember, one of the first things that Trump tried to do in his second term is to go after Mexico. It is believed that they have actually got 56 cartel heads and important figures now incarcerated in the United States, but still the trade seems to flourish. We not only have opium and other crop-grown narcotics, now we have also synthetic drugs such as meth as well as fentanyl. Very, very dangerous stuff. So how did this all begin? It began in 2008 when banks desperately needed liquid cash because of all those exotic derivatives such as collateral debt obligations and so on and so forth. So they knowingly welcomed dirty money because the massive cash injections were simply too big to ignore. Ignoring the rules, the UK financial services deliberately turned a blind eye. They consistently bypassed the know your client or know your customer protocols, sacrificing security for immediate wealth. Then what happened? Then they found out that this whole thing connected to cartels. In 2012, HSBC, many of you may not know what this stands for. It's Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation, if I remember correctly, paid a record 1.9 billion fine for stunning oversight failures, directly laundering hundreds of millions for Mexico's Sinaloa cartels. But this is not the only one. Many other companies, Habib Bank in Pakistan, BCCI, if I remember correct, Bureau of Credit and Commerce or something like that, another bank that did the same thing. Now, the British establishment were totally apathetic to this because they thought this was not happening in their land and therefore it was not their problem. Because the cartel violence was localized to the area like Mexico, they thought, well, it's not happening on UK streets and therefore it is okay to do this. They were blind. But then all this money, it has to go somewhere, right? Where did it go? It went into United Kingdom's real estate. It didn't stop there. It came into United States also, into Canada, into all the developed countries. In fact, the prices just kept going up and up and up and up because no matter what the price, there was somebody with a full bag of cash willing to buy it. Hundreds of billions of dollars were laundered and vast real estate tracts were bought up in London and neighboring areas, inflating the values way, way, way more than what they're really worth. But unfortunately, these values are not going down. The same with Silicon Valley, the same with Boston, same with Seattle, the same with just about any city that has a certain pedigree, like New York. I think Miami also is beginning to catch up now. Vancouver was another city in Canada. So what is the solution to all this? Well, traditional banking has to win over shadow banking. And how can these shadow banks be stopped? Well, this is the big battle that the Trump administration is now waging over the deep state, which is based out of City of London. We always call it Crown Council, City of London, blah, 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 all that stuff, right? So where this is going to go, we're going to be covering over a series of episodes. Think of it like episode 1, although the episodes may not be like, having the same theme, but you will see the connects when you see how stories are coming out, because we're going to be covering more of shadow banking, how Russia, despite having all these sanctions, managed to pump out so much oil. I think India may also be inadvertently or otherwise, using all these shadow channels to get oil from Russia. I don't know for fact, but I'm definitely doing some investigation to see if India is also forced to buy along these channels. But be that as it may, be assured that whatever we put out has been researched, cross-verified, and that's when we say, okay, there is a story here that needs to be told. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.